welcome back. Hope you had a lovely weekend and a lovely long weekend for those of us in the UK. So this week, something that's really exciting for me is to offer my 6th webinar, my free series, and it is on making virtual impact with your vocal confidence. Vocal confidence. These are two really powerful words, especially in the world of voice coaching. Vocal confidence gives you the sense of positivity and of power and of authority of your own voice and the stories you want to tell. And whether these stories are personal stories that you tell your friends and family, or if it is a story that you want to tell because you're making a pitch at work, vocal confidence really matters to really reach that message to your audience, and so that they take it in a way that feels real and that they don't think it doesn't match with what your intentions are. When you have vocal confidence, there is a fine balance between what is ego, what is overconfidence, what is really aggressive or borderline assertive, and really knowing who you are and that you mean what you say. Now, this can vary on a huge spectrum for different people, but vocal confidence really just makes you feel good about what you have to say, and also being able to deliver that message unapologetically and very clear. A lot of the clients that come to me are often asking, how do I be more impactful? How do I find that vocal confidence? And how can I be heard more through my vocal communication? And it's something that can take away from self-confidence in general if we don't feel like that we can be heard, or that people don't want to listen to us, or that if we have the perception that we shouldn't be listened to. And that can go into a really deep-seated area, into psychology of why we think the way that we do. Now, in our last webinar last week, we touched on many of these topics and we spoke in detail about them. But one of the hardest things for most people is really understanding what that self-awareness is and our levels of self-awareness, and also of self-judgment, of the whys and of the hows, of how they're coming across and why it's happening. So in this webinar this week, this is what we're really going to unpack. What is impact? What does it mean to different people? How does communication differ in face-to-face and virtual realities? And also, how to get that vocal confidence for yourself. Now, obviously, in a 1-hour webinar with lots of people on it, you can't get it right away, but I will give you some tips and tricks, and hopefully you can start on your journey to harnessing that power and that confidence of your voice. So I look forward to seeing you there. If you need a link to sign up, I will post that below, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope you liked and enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. I'll see you later. Bye! Don't forget to subscribe!